Coins bearing the name Macedon were widely distributed, especially in areas like Asia Minor, reflecting Macedonian dominance. In places like Egypt, Babylonia, Central Asia, and even India, coins with Macedonian iconography, featuring Zeus, Heracles, and Alexander himself, helped standardize trade and solidify Macedonian culture across Alexander's vast empire. Coins bearing the inscription Koinon Macedon were also minted and circulated widely, from Asia Minor and Egypt to Babylonia in Central Asia, further reinforcing Macedonian identity and influence. These coins, like those with the name Macedon, featured the same Macedonian iconography and became symbols of cultural and political unity under Alexander's rule. Both Macedon and Koinon Macedon inscriptions demonstrate how Macedonian symbols and governance spread across the known world, leaving no doubt about the identity of the empire's foundation. And yet, today, it is claimed that this language, and even these coins, are Greek. You are told that Alexander promoted the Greek tongue, issued Greek-style coinage, and spread Hellenic traditions, labeling his time as the Hellenistic Age. Despite the undeniable evidence of coins inscribed with Macedon and Koinon Macedon, which unmistakably represent a Macedonian cultural and political legacy. What if history isn't what you've been told? What if I told you that most ancient records were destroyed and rewritten, crafting a new version of the ancient world? What if the identities we think we know were manipulated, and some erased? But here's the thing, not all records were lost. There are surviving historical documents, real, untouched by Roman influence, that tell a completely different story. These records come from Persian, Babylonian, Indian, Chinese, and Egyptian sources. They reveal the unfiltered truth about Alexander the Great and his Macedonian legacy. Let's start with one bold fact. The terms Greece, Hellas, Elis, or Elada. They don't exist in these ancient records. Instead, these sources consistently refer to the Macedonian people, and they recognize Alexander the Great as a Macedonian ruler, spreading Macedonian culture from Macedonia all the way to India. The truth has been hidden for centuries. By the 1800s, a new narrative was created, a fabricated identity linking Alexander to Greece and erasing the Macedonian core of his achievements. But the truth remains in the records outside of Roman and Greek manipulation. Before delving into the details of historical books, let's first examine some key historical records, starting with the Old Persian inscriptions of Darius I and Xerxes I. These inscriptions, such as those at Persepolis, use the term Iona to describe the Ionians, a tribe in Anatolia living near the Ionian Sea, but emphasize their distinctiveness from Macedonians. Alexander is recognized in these records as a Macedonian conqueror, separate from the Iona, and acknowledged as a king in the Persian tradition. The Aramaic letters from Bactria, 4th century BCE. These administrative texts reveal how Alexander implemented Macedonian rule while incorporating local traditions in Persian territories. Macedonian officers are clearly distinguished from locals or mercenaries from coastal regions. Babylonian astronomical diaries. These detailed records describe Alexander's conquest of Babylon and his respectful integration of Babylonian religious practices. The diaries recognize him as a Macedonian ruler, distinct from prior Persian kings. The Arthashastra by Kautilya, Chanakya. This ancient Indian political treatise refers to foreign invaders from the West, describing the campaigns of Macedonian forces under Alexander. The text emphasizes Alexander's foreignness and his reliance on Macedonian military power. The Mudrarakshasa, a Sanskrit play. This work, though composed later, references the Yavanas, a term derived from Ionians but used generically for Westerners, connecting them to the legacy of Alexander's Macedonian conquests in northern India. Indian oral traditions. In regions like Punjab, Alexander's name survives in folklore, describing the Macedonian army's presence and its battles with local rulers, such as King Porus. The Shiji, Records of the Grand Historian, by Sima Qian. This Chinese historical text describes distant Western kingdoms influenced by Alexander's successors, specifically noting the Macedonian rulers who governed Bactria, and other regions near Central Asia. The Book of Han Shu, it mentions trade routes established after Alexander's conquests, linking Macedonian-controlled territories to the Silk Road. Archaeological evidence in Central Asia. Artifacts such as coins minted under Macedonian rulers in Bactria have been found in trade hubs that reach Chinese-controlled territories. These coins bear the names of Macedonian kings, not Greek, emphasizing the legacy of Alexander's Macedonian Empire. Temple inscriptions in Egypt, e.g. Luxor and Karnak. These inscriptions refer to Alexander as pharaoh and the son of Amun, fully integrating him into the Egyptian religious and political system. However, they make no mention of Hellas, Hellenes, or Greece. Alexander's coronation at the Temple of Amun in Siwa. This event marked Alexander's acceptance as a divine ruler within Egyptian tradition, emphasizing his status as pharaoh. His Macedonian origins were clear, but no link to southern city-states like Athens or Sparta is evident. Artistic depictions in Egyptian temples. Alexander is depicted in traditional pharaonic regalia, adopting Egyptian customs and practices, with no evidence that he represented or spread the gods, traditions, or philosophies of the southern city-states. Where are the Athenian philosophers? If Alexander truly spread the traditions of Athens or Sparta, why don't we see evidence of it in the surviving records? There is no mention in Persian, Babylonian, Indian, Egyptian, or Chinese records of Alexander promoting the philosophies of Socrates, Plato, or Aristotle. His education under Aristotle was a Macedonian royal tradition, commissioned by his father, King Philip II, to prepare him as a Macedonian ruler, not to spread Athenian culture. No single evidence of Hellenistic gods, religions, or traditions. The gods of Athens or Sparta do not appear in Alexander's iconography or in the records of the lands he conquered. Instead, Zeus and Heracles, symbols deeply tied to Macedonian identity, dominate his imagery. These were the deities he invoked to unify his empire, representing strength and divine favor associated with Macedonia, not Athena, Apollo, or any city-state deities. Although Zeus and Heracles were honored in both Macedonia and Athens, in Macedonia they symbolized royal power and Macedonian identity, unlike the civic and philosophical ideals they represented in Athens. Non-Roman records from Persia, Babylonia, and Egypt focus on Alexander's integration into local traditions while maintaining his Macedonian identity. For example, in Babylon, Alexander made sacrifices to Marduk, the chief Babylonian god, rather than promoting Zeus as a universal deity. In Egypt, Alexander adopted the title son of Amun and respected Egyptian religious practices. But there is no mention of him incorporating or spreading the gods of Athens or Sparta. The so-called Hellenistic gods of southern city-states played no significant role in Alexander's iconography or governance, further demonstrating the Macedonian core of his empire. The governance was rooted in Macedonian systems. Alexander ruled as a Macedonian king, relying on Macedonian systems adapted to local traditions. There is no evidence of him spreading Athenian democracy, Spartan militarism, or their ideologies to the lands he conquered. His administrative model reflected Macedonian monarchy, a centralized system supported by trusted Macedonian generals and local elites to ensure stability and loyalty. The absence of southern city-state traditions in non-Roman sources, along with the dominance of Macedonian symbols, deities, and governance, unequivocally proves that Alexander's empire was Macedonian at its core. One of Alexander's most revolutionary achievements was the creation of a shared linguistic framework known as Koine Macedonian to unify administration and trade across his vast empire. Koine Macedonian was used in official decrees, military orders, and commerce, forming the backbone of governance in territories stretching from Macedonia to India. Coins bearing the inscription Koinon Macedon were widely minted and circulated, from Asia Minor and Egypt to Babylonia and Central Asia. These coins featured Macedonian iconography, such as Zeus, Heracles, and Alexander himself, reinforcing the Macedonian cultural and political identity of his empire. Despite this clear evidence, we are often told that the Koine language was Greek. We are told that Alexander spread the Greek language, Greek coins, and Hellenic culture, and that his era is called the Hellenistic Age. However, coins inscribed with Macedon and koinon Macedon, which clearly reflect a Macedonian identity, stand as undeniable proof to the contrary. Is there anyone who can truly believe this myth after seeing the coins themselves, inscribed with Macedon and koinon Macedon? While explicit Macedon inscriptions were most common in the Macedonian heartland, the spread of Macedonian symbols, language, and coinage throughout the empire leaves no doubt about Alexander's intent to reinforce the dominance of Macedonian identity, even in the farthest reaches of his conquests. Alexander's unique approach to governance. Alexander's approach to governance set him apart from other conquerors. He is often described as a liberator, freeing regions from oppressive rule while respecting local customs. Unlike rulers who impose their culture entirely, Alexander didn't enter new lands and declare, "You will now be Macedonian," and celebrate all Macedonian traditions and gods. Instead, he engaged with the people, listening to their way of life and sharing his own. He explained the Macedonian way of life while learning about their customs, creating a harmonious blend of both cultures. This strategy allowed everyone to feel connected and represented, fostering peace and cooperation. Alexander understood that no one would willingly abandon their entire way of life, so he sought compromise. He built a system where both sides gained something and lost something, creating a shared foundation that encouraged unity and stability. In Babylon, Alexander restored temples and made sacrifices to Marduk, integrating local religious practices into his rule while maintaining Macedonian governance. In Egypt, he was crowned pharaoh and adopted the title Son of Amun, aligning with Egyptian traditions while still emphasizing his Macedonian leadership. In India, Alexander negotiated with rulers like King Porus, allowing them to retain power under his authority, demonstrating respect for local governance while securing loyalty. This balance of integration and compromise was the cornerstone of Alexander's empire, ensuring that diverse cultures could coexist peacefully under Macedonian rule. Debunking the myths. The idea that Alexander's empire was built on Athenian or Spartan traditions is a myth created centuries later by Roman and Greek historians. These narratives attempted to connect Alexander's success to a unified Greek identity, erasing the Macedonian core of his achievements. But the facts tell a different story. Coins from Alexander's empire bear the inscription koinon Macedon, not Hellas or Greece. His language, Koine Macedonian, unified his territories yet remained distinctly Macedonian. Non-Roman sources, from Persian, Babylonian, Indian, Chinese, and Egyptian records, consistently recognize him as a Macedonian ruler, with no evidence of Athenian or Spartan influence. Alexander's legacy was Macedonian to its core. His empire, founded on Macedonian traditions, remains unmatched in history. His coins, inscribed with koinon Macedon, carried a message of Macedonian identity across continents. His respect for local customs allowed his empire to flourish, but his administration, language, and vision were firmly Macedonian. The truth is out there. The surviving evidence, from coins to language to non-Roman sources, proves that Alexander was not a proponent of southern city-state traditions, but a Macedonian king who united his empire under his own identity. It's time to separate fact from fiction and reclaim the truth about Alexander the Great and the Macedonian legacy. Keep in mind, this is just the beginning. We've planned over 200 episodes, each ranging from 10 to 15 minutes, diving deep into the life and legacy of Alexander of Macedon. So make sure to subscribe for more insightful videos to come.